go through that, so don't worry. Okay. Okay. So now let's do the application part. The application part. Now let's say I'm just going to use simple numbers like $1,000. Okay. The customer or the capital provider put in $1,000, and then the profit sharing rate for the profit obtained from that $1,000 is 60% and 40%. This has to be agreed by the two parties. And the bank, as the entrepreneur, put in less money. For example, $500. Okay? And whatever profit that is gained from that $500 capital will be shared 20% and 80%. The 80% of profit will be taken for the bank and 20% for the partner. Okay? And we cannot divide it as 60%, 40%, because the bank, as the entrepreneur, will have the sleepless night thinking about how to invest the money. So that is to give them credit in order to invest. So they can take a bigger portion of the profit from their own capital. Let's say the tenure is for 6 months. It can be 6 years. Doesn't matter. Okay? Like for this case, it's 6 months. And then let's assume that the profit rates for the 6 months are those profits. It's a little high, I know, but it doesn't matter. I just want to share you the calculation part of that. And it will be monthly rate. Okay, now back to these two parties. Okay, let's say for the first month, let's say the monthly profit is 4%. So 4% from $1,000, it will be $40 under that Shah Rukh Khan capital. Okay, and the entrepreneur, 4% from $500 will be $20. Okay, it will be shared, yeah. So from the 40% of the from Shah Rukh Khan capital, okay, that will be given to it will be his $24, and it will give $16 to the partner, to the bank, as the entrepreneur. Okay. Now back to the profit gain from the bank capital. Okay, that will be given 20% to Shah Rukh Khan, which is that $4. Another $16 will be his. That will be the 80% profit. Okay. So in the end, at the end of the first month, Shah Rukh Khan's capital has grown into $1,028, and the bank has obtained $532. Okay. So, and this thing will continue up until every month, up until the end of the contract of 6 months. Okay. And let's say the second month profit is 5%. 5% from this capital, yeah? From that capital, $1,028. So, and that will come up with $51.50. And the other side as well, from the $532 capital. So again, it is shared, okay, by the two parties. And that $26 again will be shared by the two parties as well. And this thing will continue up until the end of the contract. And we will be able to come up with the whole table, okay? And everything is transparent, everything is calculated, and everything is there, okay? So here, if we look at the last table, the last part whereby I highlighted, that would be the total profit. If we add those up, it will be the total profit of the Musharaka investment between the two of them at the end of 6 months. Okay. Now, this is the results, and everything is tabulated. So next, this is, I'm open for discussion. Now, the profit calculated using this new model is, there are two profit sharing rates, all right? So $548 is the total profit, which is shared between the two of them, the Shah Rukh Khan as the customer and the bank. That is the amount. Now, if we go back to if we just stick to one profit sharing rate, then still the whole profit for the investment is $548.06. But if there is only one profit sharing rate, then the customer will get $328.84, means it's divided 60% and 40%. And the bank will get $219.22, which is less compared to the new model. So here, if we use only one profit sharing rate, then the customer will gain bigger profit. And hence, it is unfair to the bank, totally unfair to the bank as the entrepreneur. Actually, it is unfair to the entrepreneur. And the bank certainly will decide never to offer musyarakah product to the public because they know from the calculation they get less profit. Okay? So again, more discussion. So if, okay, in this model, two profit sharing rates are involved. Now let's say that is the 60-40% for the profit from the capital provider's account. And let's say for the entrepreneur say, yeah, I'll take the 60%. The partner takes 40%. That is still unfair to the bank as the entrepreneur. Okay? The reason is the bank, you need to give credit to the bank as the entrepreneur who has sleepless night, who has the expert to invest. Hence, they need to get bigger than 60%. So here, the K and the J, the two profit sharing rates, shouldn't be equal. It should be different. It should be different. And hence, we need the two profit sharing rates. Okay, and that is also to give credit to the expert, time and effort of the joint venture to the entrepreneur. Okay. Everything is transparent, everything is calculated, so it's supposed to be fair. Okay, that's what I believe. Okay. Another thing is that what's its usefulness? Okay, it is new. It is new, and we have presented it to the central bank in Malaysia, and they are interested about it. But I don't know, maybe there will be more presentation after this. And it is a catalyst to to innovation and research in the area of Islamic finance. Okay, and it certainly can be the catalyst to new products and in innovation, as well as the research in finance. And we, the academicians, we love to do research, but we don't want to be doing research on our own without sharing it with the industries. So lastly, the conclusion, I believe that it is a justified and fair profit sharing model, and the risk is shared by both parties. We can still use the same profit sharing rate to share the liabilities as well. And then we can definitely encourage the opportunity for the entrepreneur to invest. Because once they invest, they know they will work hard for that investment for both parties. At the same time, they know that they will get better, bigger share as well. Oh. What did I do? Okay. And then able to package more musyarakah products in Islamic banking and investment. And hopefully it will be an alternative and a complement to the existing product offered by Islamic banks. And well, hopefully it will initiate new joint venture investments and in Islamic finance as well. So I guess with that, I shall stop. Thank you for listening. And if you have anything and you would like to have further discussion, you can always contact me or email me. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
So I would like to welcome Dr. Al-Siddiq Talha Muhammad Rahma. He is from the National Rabat University, Khartoum, Sudan. He's going to talk about the Sudanese Islamic banking experience. Dr. Al-Siddiq.
Okay. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Alhamdulillah. Barakallahu fikum. It is nice to meet you, and this is my first time to be in this island. My thankful also to Brother Mogul of the Islamic banking in Sudan. At first, to give you some idea about Sudan as an African country with Arab okay, move.